everybody, welcome to Exploring with Cindy and Dan. Today we are in the wonderful island of Oahu in Hawaii, at the Polynesian Cultural Center on the northern shore of Oahu, in the town of Laie, so join us in this adventure. The Polynesian Cultural Center is an amazing family-oriented and unique immersive cultural experience and tourist attraction, and some people say it is a living museum. It was created to preserve and showcase the rich heritage, traditions, and cultures of Polynesia. The Polynesian Cultural Center, or PCC, draws visitors from around the world to experience the magic and diversity of the Polynesian islands. The center is a non-profit organization with all proceeds supporting the education of students at Brigham Young University of Hawaii. In addition to cultural immersion, the PCC serves as an educational institution. The center provides employment and scholarship opportunities for students of BYU-Hawaii, many of whom come from various Polynesian islands. Through their work at the PCC, these students gain valuable skills and financial support for their education, while also serving as cultural ambassadors for their home countries. The PCC is located at 55-370 Kamehameha Highway, Laie. The islands of Polynesia are open from 12 p.m. until 5:30 p.m., and they are closed on Sundays, Wednesday, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. The Hukilau marketplace, which you just saw at the beginning of this video, is located next to the islands of Polynesia, and they're open from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. The stores in the marketplace are open until 7:30 p.m., and the independent food trucks and kiosks choose their own hours. The Polynesian Football Hall of Fame opens from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., and the Breath of Life show runs from 7:30 p.m. to 8:45 p.m.
This is the Polynesian Cultural Center. Now, my name is Sila, and I represent the beautiful islands of Samoa, and it's my privilege here to welcome you here today. Very quickly, raise your hands if this is your first time here. Alright, got a few of you here. Nice. For those of you who didn't raise your hand, thank you so much for joining us once again. For those of you that did raise your hand, if you haven't yet, I highly recommend picking up an orange map off to your right-hand side at the island map station, as that will be your guide for today as well. Now, since majority of you are here for the first time, take a quick look to your left-hand side. Right outside there is the Hukilau marketplace. You'll be able to find loads of stores for shopping, as well as some places that you can eat at our food trucks, as well as the wonderful Powders restaurant. If you are looking for our restaurants, they are located right behind you. We have our men on the right and our women on the left-hand side. Now, if you haven't got your maps, go ahead and grab one. If not, if you do have one, open it up. Inside there, you'll see on the front page, it has a schedule for today. We do have 6 islands of Polynesia that we represent here at our center. Each of them have cultural presentations right at the top of the hour. And in between those times, you can take a look at the different list of activities listed on your map, or you can also ask some of our wonderful employees. Now, before you head into all that fun, our gates do open at 12:15, starting off with the HUKI canoe celebration at 12:40. But again, once before all of that, right here, you're probably wondering who is this right behind me? These are the people from the guest services department. Now, we are a makeup of our tour guides, our canoe guides, as well as our wonderful support staff. Now, many of them are just like myself from the island, so I'm going to have them come forward and introduce you to their islands as well as their grading work. Here we go. Raise your hands if this is your first time here. All right, got a few of you here. for those of you who didn't raise your hand, thank you so much for joining us once again. For those of you that did raise your hand, if you haven't yet, I highly recommend picking up an orange map off to your right-hand side at the Island Map Station, as that will be your guide for today as well. Now, since majority of you are here for the first time, take a quick look to your left-hand side. Right outside there is the Hukilau Marketplace. You'll be able to find loads of stores for shopping, as well as some places that you can eat at our food trucks, as well as the wonderful Palace restaurant. If you are looking for our restrooms, they are located right behind you. We have our men on the right and our women on the left-hand side. Now, if you haven't got any of maps, go ahead and grab one. If not, if you do have one, open it up. Inside there, you'll see on the front page, it has a schedule for today. We do have 6 islands of Polynesia
Continuing with the hours of operation, if you do not want to buy the package with the gateway buffet dinner or the luau, there are 3 food options in the island. The Samoa Snack Shack in the Samoan village, they open from 1 to 5. The Tonga Snacks at the Tonga village, they open from 1 to 5 as well. And the Kiwi Grill at the Aotearoa village that opens from 1 to 4:30 p.m. You may also go to the Hukilau marketplace and eat at the Pounders restaurants or choose individual food trucks, and they are open from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. If you are coming from the Waikiki area, you could book a transportation package that includes a round trip to the PCC in an air-conditioned coach with your journey narrated by a local guide. The motor coach costs $27 per person, and it is the standard transportation. You will get picked up at the designated location near your Waikiki hotel around 10:30 a.m. and you will return approximately at 10:30 p.m. If you want to do the Circle Island tour, it will cost you $76 per person. It is an island sightseeing tour that includes at least 3 stops of 10 to 20 minutes each one. Your pickup time starts at 6:45 a.m. and you will be arriving at PCC at 12:30 p.m. In the past, we've done the Circle Island tour and it was very nice. We visited historical sites on Oahu and it was an amazing scenic route. The prices of the packages varies and all the packages provide a 3-day pass. If you cannot finish doing the entire park in one day, which you really couldn't do the park in just one day, you might want to come back for the next 3 business days to tour the rest of the islands if you have the time. The very first time we came to PCC a few years ago, we spent 2 entire days in the park. This was our first show at the park, HUKI, a new canoe experience. You will see a one-of-a-kind performance that encompasses the Polynesian spirit, stories, and adventure. Our tour guide told us that HUKI shows the allure of the ocean through ancient myths and legends, drawing inspiration from local history and island songs. The show starts every day at 12:40 p.m. at Hawaii's, and this is the only water performance venue where the canoes glide across the water, bringing talented dancers, singers, and islanders in the lagoon. In Hawaiian, HUKI means to pull. HUKI illustrates in this show that the ocean, instead of dividing us, united us as one ohana. Ohana means family, sharing the spirit of aloha. Continuing with the packages prices, the islands of Polynesia is $90 per adult and $45 per children, and you can do a self-guided tour through the 6 island villages. The islands of Polynesia with a 2-hour guided tour is $106 per adult and $80 per children. and you will have all-day access to the villages. The Islands of Polynesia and the show HA Breath of Life package is $120 and $60 per children. You will do a self-guided tour of the 6 island villages and a bronze level seating at the HA Breath of Life show. The Gateway Buffet package is $145 per adult and $116 for children, and it includes the self-guided tour through the 6 island villages, the Gateway Buffet dinner, live music experience, and a silver level seating at the Ha Breath of Life show. The next level package is the Ali'i Luau package, and this is the package that we picked for our family. It's $195 per person and $156 for children, and you will do a group guided tour up to 8 people through the 6 island villages, the Ali'i Luau buffet and live entertainment, and the gold level seating at the Ha Breath of Life. The last package is the Super Ambassador package. It costs $290 per person and $232 for children. You will have a private guided tour through the 6 island villages and the Ali'i Luau buffet with live entertainment and a platinum level seating at Ha Breath of Life show. Try to book your package at least 7 to 10 days in advance so you can get the package that you want, because they sell out pretty quickly. We book ours with 10 days in advance. The Pacific Island people demonstrate their traditional arts and crafts, and they also perform their lively songs and dances at the Polynesian Cultural Center. At around 1844, missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, commonly known like Mormons, were working among the Polynesian in Tahiti and surrounding islands. The LDS Temple in Laie started in 1915, and on Thanksgiving Day in 1919, it attracted a lot of islanders from throughout the South Pacific. And by 1920s, the LDS Church missionaries brought their Christian teachings to all the major island groups of the Polynesia. They were also living among the people and speaking their language. In 1921, David Mackay, a young church leader on a world tour of church missions, was very deeply stirred as he watched school children of many races pledging allegiance to the American flag. He envisioned that a school of higher learning would be built in the small community to go along the recently completed temple, making the town of Laie the educational and spiritual center of the LDS Church in the Pacific. And in 1955, the Church College of Hawaii was built. In 1974, Church College became a branch campus of Brigham Young University of Provo in Utah, and today the BYU-Hawaii is a 4-year liberal arts school with about 2,400 undergraduate students. It is a part of the LDS Church educational system. The idea for the Polynesian Cultural Center was conceived in the early 1960s, during a time when the preservation and promotion of native Hawaiian and Polynesian cultures were becoming increasingly important. Over 100 labor missionaries volunteered to help build the PCC's original 39 structures on a 12-acre site that had previously been planted in taro, the native root used to make the Hawaiian staple food poi. Construction of the Polynesian Cultural Center began in 1962, with the goal of creating a living museum that would showcase the cultures of Hawaii, Samoa, Tahiti, Fiji, Tonga, and Aotearoa, New Zealand. The center officially opened its doors on October 12, 1963. It was designed to be an immersive experience, allowing visitors to explore the distinct villages representing each of these cultures, each staffed by native Polynesians who could provide authentic insights into their traditions and way of life. In the earliest years, Saturday was the only night villagers at the PCC could come and visit, drawing a big enough crowd to fill 600-seat amphitheater. A major expansion was done in 1975, relocating and enlarging the Hawaiian village, and the following year, a new amphitheater that seats 2,800 guests was opened, and several other buildings were added, including a 1,000-seat Gateway restaurant in 1979. By 1990, new products were introduced in the park, and in 1995, the center introduced a new and exciting night show, Horizons, Where the Sea Meets the Sky, a breathtaking max experience. In 1996, the center added the Ali'i Luau with popular hula music while guests enjoy traditional Hawaiian luau. A luau is a traditional Hawaii fest and celebration that features music, dancing, and food. One of the primary missions of the PCC has been to educate visitors about the diverse cultures of Polynesia. Each village within the center offers a unique glimpse into the costumes, crafts, and daily activities of its respective culture. Visitors can participate in traditional games, witness intricate dance performances, and learn about the ancient practices of navigation, fishing, and cooking. The economic impact of the Polynesian Cultural Center has been significant for the local community. The center is one of the largest employers in the region, providing jobs for hundreds of residents. The revenue generated by the PCC supports not only the center's operation but also various educational and community initiatives. The PCC's success has also contributed to the growth and development of Laie, the town in which it is located. Over the years, the area has seen improvements in infrastructure, tourism, and quality of life, largely due to the presence of the PCC. The center continues to evolve, incorporating new technologies and interactive exhibits to enhance the visitor experience. Efforts to document and preserve traditional knowledge and practices are ongoing, ensuring that the rich heritage of Polynesia is passed down to future generations. The PCC is divided into 6 villages, each representing a different Polynesian island nation. You will find here Hawaii, Samoa, Aotearoa, which will be New Zealand, Fiji, Tonga, and Tahiti. Everybody can explore these villages and learn about their costumes, languages, crafts, and dances of each culture. They will perform traditional dance performances, and you will be able to participate in interactive worship since the center provides all visitors educational experiences throughout the park. The PCC also offers a tram service to Hawaii LDS Temple. The tram tours begin at 3 p.m. and run on 20-minute schedule until 7 p.m. The tram tours allowed for a 15-minute stop at the Temple Visitor Center, except the last tram that leaves at 6:40. This one doesn't stop at the temple and returns to the center at 7 p.m., just in time for the Ha Breath of Life show.
The world thinks of us as wearing drag skirts and strumming melodies by moonlight, but there's so much more. We dive into the ocean for pearls and we risk our lives. For what?
For family.
That's right. And a pearl is valuable, but most of the time we're happy just with the shells. We use those shells to trade for food to feed our families.
Right. It's all about keeping a family promise. In marriage, we're asked, will you ever leave your husband, your wife, or in other words, will you ever turn your back on family? Our answer. Never. Because when we commit to family, we give all the way to the ocean floor, even our last breath.
And that's the Tahitian way.
The center of our work.
Our temple is where we pray about everything we do. Like when we pray for new canoe, our priest will pray over the tree right before we chop it down and pop it up. Just like this.
Oi, que bonito do Mas estamos saindo da mana, que é colomata. Ela quer tá, rua tá no mana. Ei, dira. Que se massa, que se massa, things that will lift your spirits and inspire your souls and feed you.
One of the highlights of the PCC is the Ha Breath of Life evening show. It is an amazing performance that features over 100 Polynesian performers and tells a story through dance, music, and fire knife routines. This spectacular performance is a visual and auditory feast that tells the universal story of birth, love, family, and death. The Ha Breath of Life show is more than just entertainment. It is a celebration of the Polynesian culture and heritage. If you would like to see just the Ha Breath of Life show, you can not order your tickets online. You must call the ticketing center. The Polynesian Cultural Center is not only a place to learn about Polynesia, but also a community that supports the preservation and continuation of these vibrant cultures. It is also a place where visitors can connect with the history, traditions, and people of Polynesia in a memorable way. Through its dedication to education, cultural preservation, and community support, the PCC stands as a beacon of pride for Polynesians and a source of inspiration for all who visit. For us, this was our third time here at the PCC, and we always enjoy our time at the center. This is the end of our video of part 1 of the Polynesian Cultural Center. We hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing to our channel with the notification bell on so you'll know when we have our next video of the second part of the Polynesian Cultural Center and another amazing location in the world. Thank you so much.
Everyone.